Welcome. I'm QXM, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. If you're here for the Xray machine, we'll do that first. Afterwards, I'll continue with the episode and then talk about why exactly am I doing what I'm doing. So if you're here for the Xray machine, what I'm looking for, you can see I've got all kinds of high areas. I'm looking for a low area. I can see some water over there, but it's not too big. I'm trying to stay away from water. It seems to affect what you can see, and it's pretty simple as far as an Xray machine goes. We're going to lay down some tracks. I usually make it about what, I don't know what that is. It's probably 6, but any, 4 or 5 is fine. Trench 4 or 5, 3 or 4 down in the ground. And then we're going to throw minecart down. We're going to pull our shears out. And, whoa, that's not going to work, is it? All right, well. Try this again. Just putting the leaves at head height. Let's get our shears out and get in the cart, and boom. There you go. So you can see that, you can kind of see through the ground. Since the update came out, which has been some strangeness that's been going on, and has really thrown me for a tailspin. The minecarts don't seem, maybe I'm crazy, but they don't, I can't go backwards. I thought you could push the back button, the S button, to use it almost like brakes or to actually go backwards. So I don't know, they've changed the way minecarts are working. So I've got a little deal here, so it makes it look a little funky, but if you look right there, I also can't stop the minecart. You can see some things there that looked interesting to me. Another thing I would say is that you've got to have daylight. At night, this does not work. You can't see anything under the ground. You can see stars, which doesn't do you any good. Obviously, that looks like it's a natural cave. You can see how it's all twisty and bendy. Another thing I would say is you can jump out. Oh, no. There we go. There we go. So you could jump out, so you can move around the block then that your head is in. Again, it's a little difficult to look at what I was seeing here, but what I'm seeing is something that doesn't look natural there. Optifine would also be a very good thing to have. It's the one thing in Minecraft I've thought about installing. I just never have. I don't know whether it's a mod or whether it's a texture pack, but I know you can zoom in with it, and it would be nice to be able to zoom into those blocks. I am looking for a mob spawner, hoping it will be a skeleton spawner, so it would be nice to be able to see, hey, is there cobblestone down there? But what I saw was this structure, and it interested me, so I decided to go ahead and take a look. So again, you need nighttime for the Xray. Not nighttime, you need daytime. You can also jump out of the minecart so you can get a little bit better view, and having Optifine would probably be ideal if you really wanted to look long distance, because there's quite a few things. I've done this about a dozen times maybe, and there's definitely some things I was interested in looking at, but they were too far away and I really couldn't see what they were. So we're going to come down here closer to what this structure is and do kind of the same deal. Come on. Mouse was giving me some problems. Whoop. Bam. Right. Put those at head height. Get our shears out and then go in here. Okay, so when I did this, the first thing I saw was, I see cobwebs. So that tells me that this is probably a dungeon. Let's move a little bit and then jump out. Also, it's a little difficult to see. Wow, it is difficult. I wonder if it's late in the day or something. But right there is 100. Yeah, there we go. I got a look at the wood texture. I can see wooden columns. So this is most definitely a dungeon, right? So what we were seeing up top is a dungeon. That's obviously natural. But another thing that's intriguing me is that over there. I'm almost 100% sure that that's just part of the dungeon. But that square box shaped thing right there looks very interesting to me. So you can kind of see, and then we'll just use the shears so we can reuse this stuff. So there you go. There's a way to, in 1.1 2.2 to be able to look through the world to try and find some things that you might be looking for. I hope you enjoyed that portion. Make sure to subscribe and hit a like. Anyway, for the rest of you, I'm going to go ahead and continue. And while we're looking for this dungeon deal, talk about what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. Okay, so I am actually doing this because I'm looking, as I said, for a mob spawner, hoping that it would be a skeleton spawner for the next episode, or for, well, what is this episode? For me, it was thinking about the next episode. I thought about doing some caving. I spent some time trying to gather some bones from skeletons out on the surface, and that just didn't really go well. I only ended up with 4 or 5 bones. The terrain got all tore up, and my armor got completely destroyed, and I couldn't see very well. So it seemed to be a pretty inefficient way. So I thought maybe going into a cave would be a good way of looking for a spawner and, you know, collecting some bones from the skeletons. But the more I thought about it, the more that sounds like a lot of editing to me, because when you're in a cave, you pretty much need to do a lot of recording. We can knock some of these out so I know where I am. You do a lot of recording because you never know when something cool is going to happen. But it's also a whole lot of nothing. A whole lot of uninteresting footage that you then have to remove. And so I didn't feel like that. But this feels okay. We're going to go ahead and check out this dungeon. There's a possibility that we might find some cool treasure. There might be spawners down here. And like I was saying, where was that? Okay, so that boxy thing was kind of that way. So let's maybe mark that direction. And then, yeah, look, I can already hear the skeletons. So we'll also hopefully be collecting some bones as well, which is okay with me. Knock these out. Don't really need these. Don't want these in my inventory because my inventory's packed. I'm a little... Some skeletons, maybe. Oh yeah, look at all the eyes looking back at me. Another thing is if we didn't have the duplication machine, this would be a great source of some rails. There's a lot of water down here. Maybe... I'm still getting used to what I'm seeing using the Xray device. But it's absolutely killing me. I meant to build my own little house in the last episode, and it turned out to be a church. And the steeple is white, and I just don't have enough bones. And it's killing me every time I look at it. So that's why we're kind of doing this. Okay, all right, let's get a little organization here in my life. Again, the bed is in particular, since I'm wandering around, but also you can't use that Xray at night. You just can't see. Maybe I better mark this a little better. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, that tells me the direction I need to go. Oh god, I hope we find something cool. Other than spiders. So I feel like I'm multitasking a little bit here. We're looking for loot. There's always the potential for some spawners to be off of some of these caves. And a little bit of little bit of adventure. Oh, well, here. Maybe I should I do this? Block update. Something to the right. Oh, there's a spawner. Use my shears up a little bit. Ooh. No. Stop. Oh, that's not good. Ooh. That is not fair at all. Come here. More spider deals back here. Where's all my... Oh, not prepared. There's another corridor somewhere over there. Or maybe it's above. Oh. What's all this about? Hello? Nothing. It does appear that they've incorporated some of the lighting changes from the update. They looks like they reverted the textures back. Oh, and I don't know if I mentioned that or not. I did a video on the new textures. If you're interested in the new textures, please check out my video. I've seen some videos where people were talking about this might be what we're getting. Well, they, for about 12 hours, actually released an update with the textures in them, and it really changes the way Minecraft looks. So if you're interested in what we're going to be looking at in a very close future, please check that video out. Oh boy, that's a lot of skeletons, a lot of spiders. Where are all the skeletons? I definitely heard skeletons when what's going on? Why so many spiders? I'm so lost. Yeah. This is probably the room I was seeing. Dang it. I bet you it is. I bet you this is what I was seeing underground. Why were there so many spiders in here? And no skeletons. I wanted to do this with you guys, to do a video and also to be like, oh, well, cool, I can get some bones so that it can stop triggering me with the non-white steeple. I have to finish it. I'm not going back until I have enough bones or found a spawner. Oh, we found a spawner, but it's the wrong one. Skeleton. We did find some loot though. Dang it, man. Got my some bones. Them bones, them bones, them. Ooh. Great. Come on, dude. No. No. Let's stack some things up here. Oh, bones, yes. A name tag, that's super awesome. Buckets, we can always use buckets. Cool. Okay. Let's leave this here. Don't feel like we need gravel. String. Cobwebs would be cool, but I don't really need them. Zombie flesh. All this other stuff we kind of need. We're just going to take the name tag and the bones, though. That's about dead. Okay. That's unfortunate. Dang it, it would have been nice. Since 2 of those I found now. Kind of interested to know whether that's what I was seeing. I wonder if I'm going to be able to do that. It came from this direction. Spawner. Still healing. You know what? That might not be what I was looking at. It seems like it might be in the wrong direction. I think it was this direction. Just want to be able to see here. That's why I'm knocking these out. Be nervous? No. Yep, it had to be one of those, didn't you? Jerk bag. Oh, and there's that. Oh, I need to run. I need to run before I die. No, 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 don't die. Nope. Come on, poison, stop, please. Jerk! 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 Why can't I hit you? Damn, it's another one. I died? What? What? Where am I? I have no idea. I have no idea where I am. No! No, 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 no. What am I gonna do? It's what happened? Oh no. I don't really know where that place was. Well, I guess that takes care of today's episode. Let me work my way back. And I'll see you in the next one. Oh my God, am I going to get my... what? No. I'll see you guys. I've got to go look for my stuff now. Oh man. Alright, bye-bye. Frig. How am I going to find that stuff?